Hey, Realm Broken World Entertainment, and things are getting worse for Disney. As Disney Plus is losing subscribers, layoffs are still happening, and our little war with the state of Florida is raging on and getting out of hand. And all of this is now happening in its first quarterly earnings.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
It jumped up a notch.
It did, didn't it?
So, Bob Iger is running the company into the ground, but don't worry. The shill access mainstream media are out there to try and make it look not as bad. And they use some tactics, and will be using tactics that we're about to expose as well. Because do they honestly think we're going to fall for this?
Become best friends, yep!
No, we shan't. So let's have a look at this. This is over at Variety. And this should tell you everything you need to know. So Disney Plus sheds 4 million subscribers in second straight quarterly drop. Streaming losses narrow by 26%. No, Variety, they didn't shed 4 million subscribers. They lost 4 million subscribers. And those 4 million are now on top of the previous 2 million that they already lost. So let's have a look at this. Disney Plus lost another 4 million subscribers in the first 3 months of 2023, marking the streamer's second consecutive quarterly drop after closing 2022 with its first ever decline. On the bright side, if you think there is one, you're a bigger fool. The Mouse House also managed to narrow its streaming business losses by 400 million, down 26% year over year. Except that's not really the case, which we'll get back to. So, on Wednesday, CEO Bob Iger and co. bet Wall Street estimates for Disney's quarterly earning and revenue due to an impressive January-March showing at the company's theme parks. So you see, the movies and stuff aren't what's keeping this company afloat, it's the theme parks. That win comes during a fiscal Q2, which concluded April 1st, plagued by company-wide layoffs, a looming and now active writer strike, and a turf war with Florida Governor Rick DeSantis. I don't know who Rick DeSantis is. He must be Ron DeSantis's dumb hick brother or possibly cousin. Rick DeSantis is who they have here. And it's funny because when you go to all the other outlets that have written about this story, they have also put down Rick DeSantis. Getting kind of caught there with your old copy and pasting, eh? Anyway, Disney ended the quarter with 157.8 million subscribers at Disney Plus, significantly missing Wall Street's estimate of 163.717 million subs. That projection figured would have been up from the 161.8 million subs Disney Plus fell to the prior quarter. This second sub drop was driven by a 4.6 million subsequential decline at Disney Plus Hotstar, the version of the service offered in India and parts of Southeast Asia. Last year, Disney lost streaming rights to Indian Premier League cricket matches, which prompted it to lower growth targets. So what does
for
that
Disney
mean?
Plus Hotstar?
Well, that means
in
last
India,
year when they lost the 2 million subs, it was in India because of this cricket. But now, on top of that 2 million, they've now lost another 4.6 million. So in total, from India, they have lost over 6 million subs. And if people are trying to go, well, that's India, who cares? It's not doing so hot domestically, as in the US and Canada. Disney Plus lost about 300,000 subs to reach 46.3 million, while it added nearly 1 million in international markets, including Disney Plus Hotstar. Hulu gained 200,000 in the quarter to stand at 48.2 million, and ESPN Plus increased by 400,000 to 25.3 million. And here's where good old Disney are going to come in and fiddle with the numbers to try and hide how bad Disney Plus is actually doing. During Disney's earnings call with analysts later Wednesday, Iger, who returned to his post as CEO that he never left last fall upon the ousting of Bob Chapek, announced that Hulu content will be introduced on Disney Plus later this year in a one app experience. What does that mean? First of all, it means Disney will officially be buying outright Hulu, which means they have to pay Comcast billions. That's right, billions. The word in the street at the moment is that it's going to cost well over 30 billion. But what do they do when they do that? They just add the numbers that Hulu gets in and goes, oh no, look, see, everyone's watching our crap. And you know what we say to that?
I think I can smell shite.
Oh, but come on. It's Disney. Would they lie to us?
Yes, I can definitely smell shite.
Oh, okay. Maybe. But let's go back to this earning of 400 million. Did they really do that? Well, here's the thing. Here's just an example that shows why that 400 million is actually not truly there. Why the numbers are all over the place. Why they're actually a mess. Because we have an example for what they did and how they're doing things in regards to their streaming service. In particular, putting movies on their streaming service. So you can go to Deadline and you can find this. For Love and Thunder profit. All the figures in millions except for cash on cash returns. Okay? So, the movie worldwide box office for Thor Love and Thunder ended at $760.9 million. Okay? Domestic was 343.2 million. International was 417.6 million. No China box office. Now, the revenue that the cinemas took from this Here's why people always go, oh, but it made 700, so it turned profit. When you look at its budget, which was huge, the budget alone was something like close to 300. The cinema's cut from a worldwide total of 760.9 was $350 million. Home entertainment, which means DVDs and Blu-rays, they spent 140 million on. Television and streaming, i.e. Disney Plus, 160 million. Now, prints and ads for their expenses was also 160 million. So what are we actually getting to when we're reading out these numbers? Well, in total, with everything broken down, the total expenses towards this movie, which was the budget, the promotion, all that crap, was $547 million. The studio's net, which means what they're claiming they brought in from it, was $103 million. However, that's $160 million for the television and streaming. Disney paid themselves. That's right, $160 million for television and streaming. Disney bought their own movie for their own streaming service. Hence, why the $400 million that they claimed they earned to narrow its streaming business losses is crap, because they're paying themselves. You see? So they're paying themselves for their movies, which makes it look like people are investing in the movies on the streaming service that says they've narrowed the cost. Then they're going to say their numbers are fine and their numbers are going back up because they're going to use Hulu's numbers to go up. And their overall money that they brought in and numbers that they're showing people for this year, for the first 3 months, is actually based on what the parks brought in, not the streaming service or the movies or merchandise. So you see, it's not looking great for Disney. And now Bob Iger has decided to threaten Ron DeSantis by trying to call his bluff over this little lawsuit that he's got going, which he keeps opening his mouth and exposing the whole Reedy Park crap. The problem is, now he's saying, hey, Ron DeSantis, if you don't stop, we're going to move our company out of here. Well, good luck with that, Disney, because where the hell are you going to go? You don't have the money to move it. You're trying to say and argue that you're bringing jobs into Florida. You've just let go of 7,000 people. What jobs exactly are you creating? You're cutting back. You're firing people. Are you for real? Good God. Disney, what a joke. But we'll keep our eyes on this, because 4 million subs in 3 months in one territory, which is on top of the 2 million that they already lost from the same territory. That's not good. And over 300,000 being lost domestically. That number is probably just going to continue upwards. And let's not forget the new shenanigans they've just pulled with Rotten Tomatoes. That's right. The Peter Pan and Wendy reviews. They hid, that's right, they hid the audience score until people had a bit of a backlash towards that, and Rotten Tomatoes had to re-upload those scores. That's how bad things are getting. Oh, Disney, you gotta love them. They're like the Rings of Power. They're a gift that keeps on giving. And with that, I'll leave it there for this one. So cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.